Hello, my name's Obi Barker. I'm the Executive Director of Hope Memorial Humane Society of Cochico Valley. We're here this week to kick off Volunteer Recognition Week. We're a little saddened because we're hoping to make this a grand event. Because of COVID-19, we had to downscale a little bit, but we're going to have a little intimate ceremony here. Our volunteers are the backbone of our organization. They put in numerous hours week in and week out. And if it wasn't for them, I don't think our budget could fit in to hire people to replace. Matter of fact, I know it couldn't. But it's very important for us to have our volunteers. And we wanted to take this time this week, and a tradition that we hope to continue on an annual basis is to recognize certain volunteers. And that's why we're here today. We have a few prestigious volunteers that we want to recognize. Now I'm going to turn it over to our volunteer coordinator, Danielle Howard.
Thanks, Obi. Okay, so as Obi said, we're here especially to honor three just extraordinary volunteers that we have working with us at PMHS. And we thought we wanted to find a way, even though these individuals are incredibly humble and they only do what they do because they love and have such great compassion for our animals here. But we wanted to be able to honor them, to celebrate with our community their service. They have individually served over 2,000 volunteering hours with our organization. And that really in its impact is just not quantifiable. Those are numbers, and those numbers continue to grow because they're here doing what they love to do and helping the animals at PMHS. So we wanted to honor them in some special way. So we are establishing this year 3 special volunteer awards. Today we have a little something that we want to give to each of our volunteers, but we also are going to be establishing an annual award that will continue on in each of their names, that we will be giving annually to volunteers who exemplify or embody the attributes of their service. So I'm going to turn it over to Amy, our shelter manager, who is going to present the first award.
So the first award is to Mr. Joe Summers, who...
Because I'm the oldest, that's
He does not look at our dogs like shelter dogs or dogs that have behavioral challenges. They're just dogs. And the love and compassion that he has for each of them just is mind-blowing. And so, in honor of Joe Summers, dog walking extraordinaire. Love them and let them be dogs. That was a quote that he gave me a couple years ago, and I'll never forget it.
So this next lady that we want to honor today, you'll most likely, if you're looking for her, you're going to find her here in this building, and probably on any given day at the shelter. She's probably walking dogs, or cleaning cages and caring for cats, or setting up an X-pen for a guinea pig that's been abandoned outside the building, or doing a humane ed video, or doing a Facebook post for adoption profiles, or maybe she's working an event if we happen to have one not COVID. It just speaks to the fact that she's just a human dynamo. I'm going to let Cindy here, our board president, who probably knows her better than anyone in this room, present the award and speak a little bit about me.
Thank you, Danny. So as Danny said, I'm Cindy Edwards. I'm the board president, and I just want to say on behalf of the board, we thank all of our volunteers across the board, and we know that the shelter would not be able to ever maintain without the commitment and dedication of volunteers like all of you. So Pam Thompson, I remember a couple of years ago us having a conversation about maybe you wanting to volunteer at the shelter a few years ago, I should say. And luckily, we were able to get Pam to make a commitment to do that for one day. She was gonna try it one day and see how it went. And I'm not sure she's missed more than 1 or 2 days since then. And so I know that Pam, you and the other volunteers, it's the love that you bring to these animals. They look so forward to seeing you. When you think of all of the little faces that you bring joy to every day, and you think of all of the lives that you have helped save, it has to warm your heart, because it absolutely warms ours. So we thank you very much for that. So what we have established for Pam is the Pam Thompson Volunteer with Unconditional Love for Animals, and it is called the Shelter Superhero Award. Pam Thompson is the first recipient of this, and going forward, as Danny said, there will be someone named each year for the Pam Thompson Award. So on behalf of all of us, and mostly on behalf of all of those furry friends that we have, thank you for everything that you do, Pam.
Thank you. Thank you. Our third honoree, Marcy Price, couldn't be here with us today, but yesterday we did a nice intimate service with Marcy, and you can see a little video of that now. It's my pleasure to present an award to one of our most amazing volunteers, Marcy Price, who has been with us at the shelter, probably the longest serving volunteer that we've had here at our organization. For 2 decades, she's been caring for our cats. When I first met Marcy, when I was a volunteer, like 7 years ago, I remember they said, Marcy's the go-to person. If you want to know about cats, you talk to Marcy. And I remember the first time that I saw her, we had these cages, these big white cages that were at floor level. Yep. And there was this petite, gentle, soft-speaking woman with this little scared kitty. Buttons, I don't know if you remember Buttons, but you were inside there just gently petting him, speaking softly, and I thought, yeah, I want to do this for a few years. I want to work with this woman. And you've just brought so much care and love to our animals here. And I'll let Amy talk a little bit about the work that you've done with us here, and we'll have a little something for you. Amy, if you want to share anything.
How amazing you are with all the cats. When a cat comes in scared, hiding in the box, not wanting to come to the front of the kennel and socialize with anybody, and the time that you take just to be there with them, and then they come out and you really see what an amazing cat this animal is, and it's all because you take the time and you just care for them unconditionally, no matter what their background is. You just love them, and they can be comfortable, and they can be a cat, and it warms my heart just knowing that you're there for our cats.
It warms my heart to be with them. We have decided to present this award to you, but down the road annually, it will be known as the Marcy Price Cat Whisperer Award. We thought, what better way to honor you than to endow the award with your name. And so for your dedication and service in providing compassion and enrichment to the cats at Pope Memorial Humane Society, we have a little something.
And as a board member, we recognize that the lifeline of a nonprofit is a great volunteer group. And we are so blessed to have the volunteers that we do. And on behalf of the board of directors, I just want to thank you for everything that you do, because your love for these animals comes through and they know it. And so thank you very much for all that you do.
My pleasure.
And on behalf of the organization, Cindy and I would like to present to you, we're going to show you because we're gonna, have it outside, but we would like to present to you this brick that will paver that we will put out in our patio in your honor.
That is so awesome, I love that.
We are certainly here to honor the volunteers today, but thank you to all of the staff here at Polk Memorial Humane Society, because without you and your dedication, we wouldn't be able to be here. And the work that has been done, Danny and Obi and all of you, Amy, everybody, I just want to thank you for recognizing the volunteers and for continuing to move this shelter forward. This is one of their ideas, and Deb, and I didn't mean to leave Deb out, everyone. This is one of their ideas to be able to honor our volunteers for this amount of hours of service that they do, that we're going to be hanging, Obi will tell me, right in the front lobby. And this is what we will be, which is our volunteer service milestones. So come on over and take a look, and as volunteers continue to increase the milestone, their names will get moved up.
What else we'll do is, again, as I alluded to earlier, we want to make this an annual event because volunteers are such a vital part of our organization. And each year we'll have a volunteer recognition day. And next year we will have another little plaque that will be made up. And it'll be the Joe Summit Dog Extraordinary Award. And that'll be posted to be one for Pam and one for Marcy also. And each year we'll add the names of the people that have won your award below that. So we thank you guys.
And I think, Danny, I think you might have said, but these actually are going out into our patio. These are going to be planted into our patio to be here
You're a part of us.
forever and ever.
We're immortalized.
You don't have to take them home and hang them on
As
the
you
wall.
should be.
Well, my age, I'm glad to be immortalized.
I was thinking the same thing, what dog's gonna be first?
What's that? I don't know.
It would be
Some
an-
lucky dog.
I'm gonna go with Ace.
Ace, yes. Along with Joe.
I just want to thank everyone for joining us for our virtual ceremony, and maybe next year we can all be here together, but if not, we'll connect via the internet. And again, thank you all. Thank you to all of our volunteers. Thank you to Joe and Pam for joining us today. And Cindy coming to represent the board, thank you so much. And that's it for now. Bye.